You ever notice there's always that one guy in the group nobody really respects? He tries to be friendly, polite, helpful, but the second someone talks louder, he folds. That guy might be you. And if it is, buckle up. The world's gonna crush you as long as you keep thinking being nice earns you respect. It doesn't. Being nice without backbone is just submission dressed up as politeness. This world's a jungle. School, college, your job, even your own friend group. Every place is a testing ground. And who gets tested? Always the guy who doesn't stand up for himself. The quiet one, the hesitant one, the guy who laughs awkwardly when people disrespect him. That guy's an easy target. And if you still haven't figured this out, get ready to keep taking hits until you finally learn how to fight back, or until you lose every shred of self-respect you've got. Here's the truth. You were trained wrong. You were told standing your ground is rude, that being firm means being aggressive, that setting boundaries creates conflict, lies. That's the excuse weak men use to justify their cowardice. Standing your ground means knowing your worth and making it clear no one's going to treat you like garbage. It's speaking calmly but firmly, holding your gaze, sitting in silence without folding. That's not rudeness, that's presence. Think back to all the moments you got tested and failed. That one joke in the group chat you pretended to laugh at even though it pissed you off. That coworker who constantly interrupted you while you just bit your tongue. That teacher who disrespected you and you just swallowed it. All those small humiliations leave scars. And every time you take that hit and stay silent, you shrink a little more. Your confidence dies quietly, and you get used to it. Still think I'm exaggerating? Let me remind you of something simple. No one respects a man who doesn't respect himself. People can feel when you're weak. They see it in your eyes, your voice, your body language. And then what? They test you. Because the world wants to know who can take the heat. If you can't, you become the step stool everyone else uses to climb. This is where your shift begins. It starts with war mode. You need to walk into every room like you're being challenged, because you are. Not to pick fights, but to defend your ground. Your dignity, your name, that's the bare minimum. If you haven't learned that yet, you're gonna keep getting humiliated. Not because the world is cruel, but because you were too scared to fight back. Every room you walk into is a test. Most guys have no clue. They think if they're nice, chill, don't rock the boat, they'll be accepted. But what they don't see is that judgment starts before they even open their mouth. The way you walk, the way you look around, the way you sit down. Every micro movement is screaming one thing. This guy's a leader, or this guy's weak. Think about it, your friend group. There's always that guy who's the punching bag. The jokes start off light. He laughs along, trying to play it cool. But inside, it stings. Everyone sees that, so the next one hits harder. He laughs again, not because it's funny, but because he doesn't know how to respond. At this point, he's not part of the group. He's the clown. The only way to stop it is to push back, but he won't. Same story at school. That one teacher who picks on the quiet kids, but never messes with the guy who pushes back. Or at work, when your boss keeps dumping the worst tasks on you because he knows you won't say shit. That's the cycle. That's what happens when you never stand your ground. There's no neutral in this game. Either you demand respect or you get walked on. And now you're thinking, all right, Noah, how the hell do I fix this? Fair. It starts with awareness. You've got to read these situations for what they really are, tests, and start responding like a man. It's not about yelling. It's about presence, about posture, about knowing how to say no, how to speak firmly, how to hold eye contact. If you're sick of being invisible, ignored, or clowned on, then it's time you grab my book. Stop being a loser. This book isn't free, and there's a reason for that. We don't value what's handed to us for nothing. When you pay for something, you take it seriously. And right now, the price is almost symbolic. Why? Because it's the first edition. Anyone who gets in now gets all future updates for free. It's like getting in early before the price blows up, while everyone else is still sleeping on their own potential. But here's the catch. It's only for guys who are done playing weak. If the idea of investing in yourself already makes you uncomfortable, that's exactly why your life is stuck. Men who won't spend a few bucks to fix their mindset are the same ones spending years being disrespected. Harsh? Maybe. True? Definitely. You've got two options. Stay in your comfort zone and keep getting tested, or take control and start winning. You can try to act confident. You can memorize quotes, puff your chest out, fake the tough guy look. But your body gives you away before you say a single word. People feel it. They sense when you're pretending and when you actually own the room. You can't fake energy. You either have presence or you don't. Crossed arms, looking down, nervous half smile, tilted head, all of that screams submission. You might not be scared, but if your body language looks like fear, people will treat you like you're weak. And that's when it all starts. The jokes, the dismissals, the disrespect. Not because you deserved it, but because your energy said, it's okay, you can walk all over me. Now think, how many chances have you blown just because your presence didn't hit hard enough? That girl who lost interest before you opened your mouth. That coworker who ignored your opinion in the meeting. That debate you should have won, but you backed down. All of it traces back to your lack of presence, and presence starts with body language. So what do? First, awareness. Watch how you enter a room, how you walk, how you breathe. Are you projecting confidence or apologizing for existing? A man who respects himself doesn't have to speak much. He commands respect by how he stands, how he looks, how he holds the silence. Eye contact, steady breath, relaxed shoulders. That alone speaks louder than 1,000 fake tough guy lines. If any of this hits you hard, here's what I want you to do. Drop a comment below that says, I will improve. Not just for the algorithm, though yeah, it helps this message reach more men, but for yourself. That comment is your declaration. It's your line in the sand. No more walking like a ghost. No more flinching when life pushes. From here on out, it's different. Type, I will improve right now, and then get ready. Because we're not slowing down. Too many guys think respect comes from being loud. They bark, they slam doors, they flex, thinking that'll make people back off. Newsflash, the loudest guy in the room is usually the weakest. Real respect? It's quiet. It's controlled. It's a storm you feel coming long before it hits. The men who actually command respect don't need to raise their voices. They speak clearly, directly, and they mean what they say. No begging, no over-explaining, no nervous smiles to soften the blow. Just clarity. And that clarity creates fear. Not the kind that makes people hate you, but the kind that makes them think twice before testing you. Example, someone disrespects you in front of others, you don't snap. You don't try to laugh it off like most guys do. You look them in the eye and say, don't talk to me like that. Calm, cold, final. That moment, that's when they realize you're not to be messed with. You didn't get emotional, you didn't lose control. You just held the line. Same thing when people talk over you, interrupt you, push your boundaries. Don't explain, don't joke, just say, let me finish. Or that's not happening. Keep it simple, keep it solid. You're not there to entertain, you're there to be heard and respected. And when your energy matches your words, people listen. But this doesn't happen overnight. Presence is a muscle. You build it through discomfort. You grow it every time you choose to hold your ground instead of folding. Every time you face the moment that makes your hands sweat and stay anyway. That's how a man is forged. So if you're tired of being invisible, if you're done being talked over, then comment, I will improve right now. Let people see it. Let you see it. Because that comment isn't just text, it's a commitment. And it tells the world, from here on out, I walk different. You probably think it gets easier. That once you build a solid body, get a decent job, earn some social status, people will finally stop testing you. Let me crush that delusion now. It never stops. In fact, the more you level up, the harder the tests get. Because the higher you climb, the more people want to knock you off. Today, it's your friends throwing jabs to see if you'll flinch. Tomorrow, it's your boss dumping the worst tasks on you because you never speak up. A week later, it's your own girlfriend losing respect for you, not because you changed, but because she realized you never had a backbone to begin with. And when that respect is gone, good luck getting it back. Respect isn't asked for. It's built and defended every single day. This is the brutal reality. If you don't assert yourself, someone else will define your role for you. And the most dangerous part, the world doesn't announce these tests. It just throws them at you. No warning. No, are you ready? It watches how you respond. You flinch, test failed, you freeze, test failed, you fold. You already know. But there's another way. A way that few choose. The path of the man who sees every look, every jab, every challenge as an opportunity. The man who doesn't avoid discomfort, he welcomes it. The man who doesn't need to yell, doesn't need to prove himself, because his presence already says enough. That man is rare and feared. Not because he's dangerous, but because he's unshakable. So here's the bottom line. You can keep being the guy who gets tested, or you can become the one who sets the tone.